Right, so we're going to do child's pose today. Child's pose is a really restful pose and it can be really restorative. It can be part of a sequence or standalone. You can use it in the restorative classes where you hold one pose for quite a long time while being supported, and it's also a really good rest break in the middle of a class. So if you're ever in the middle of a class and you're tired or you really can't do a pose that's being done or any of the modifications, then you can always come into child's pose. It is a really delicious pose. You want your big toes together, your knees slightly apart. Now if you've got a bit of a belly that needs to fit down there, maybe you're pregnant, maybe you just had a big lunch, you want to open your legs a little bit wider just to create space. And you want to be just a little bit mindful of your knees. If this is tricky for your knees, you might want to place a folded blanket under there just to create some space. Then you just want to put your hands on the floor and walk forward, and you might be up here, you might be on your forearms, or you might be all the way down here. Now you can place your forehead on your mat, you can put your forehead on your hands one on top of the other, or you can put your fists on one on top of the other. So it really depends where you're at physically at the minute. Now, the act of placing your forehead down and releasing it is really restorative and rejuvenating and really good for fatigue. So if you just relax into the pose, however that looks for you right now. And when you're coming up, you just want to use your hands to help you up. Now the length of time to stay in the pose really depends on either the class that you're doing, or if you're just using it as a standalone, you can really use it as long as you like, even up to 4 or 5 minutes. You just want to be mindful of how your body is feeling. It's a really good opportunity to just come into the breath and feel how it moves up and down your back, how your back releases while you are in child's pose. You want to be mindful of your shoulders. You want to make sure that your the backs of your shoulders are staying where they belong in your back. You want to make sure that your neck is relaxed and released. It is a really restorative, relaxing pose, so it shouldn't be hard or awkward or painful. And if it's ever painful, please back off. But this would be a great one to practice whenever you like. You could even practice it on your bed tonight before you go to bed as a nice way to relax.